what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. Thank you so much for the continued support. Got another amazing countdown for you. You know what's better than one awesome guitar solo? Two awesome guitar solos. That is, of course, if the guitar players know what they're doing and can play off each other. Everyone in today's countdown does just that. These guitarists are some of the best players out there by themselves, but with their powers combined, have created some of the greatest moments in rock history. So let's count down the best of guitar duets. Let's go. Slayer, South of Heaven. It's not hard to think of Slayer when you talk about heavy metal, and their song South of Heaven perfectly encapsulates their signature style. The irregular harmonies between the guitar parts, played by Kerry King and Jeff Hanneman, give the song a haunting tone. And even though the song was initially met with mixed reviews, it has become a permanent fixture of the band's live set. Allman Brothers' Jessica, one of my favorite bands ever. The Allman Brothers band has certainly been through a lot over the years, but that never stopped them from writing great music. Dickie Betts' song Jessica was written soon after the death of Duane Allman, which proved to the world that this band would continue making great music even without the legendary guitarist. Anyone who knows Southern rock can immediately recall the melody from Jessica. The way the rhythmic acoustic guitar plays with the melody carried by Betts on lead guitar makes this one of the happiest sounding tunes out there. And on several occasions when the band would play live, two guitars would play the lead line, one taking the melody and of course the other handling that top pretty harmony. Boston, More Than a Feeling. I know it's a lot to ask, but if you can, let's ignore Brad Delp's infectious vocals for a minute and talk about the epic guitar duet that's going on behind him in More Than a Feeling. Good, I'm glad we could do that. The driving rhythm of the two guitars in the song certainly give it its signature punch, and each turnaround into the chorus contains a guitar harmony, also known as guitarmony for the history books. If you're a fan of classic rock, I'm sure you're hearing it in your head right now. Metallica, Master of Puppets. Like any great Metallica song, it's composed with a wall of distortion, and the beginning of Master of Puppets is no exception. Even though this intro is pretty epic guitar duet in its own right, the lead lines in the instrumental section were what land this song a spot on our list. This movement of the song starts with what almost sounds like a classical beret as the band's two guitarists harmonize with each other, leading into an epic solo played by Kirk Hammett, while James Hetfield, the band's frontman and rhythm guitarist, continues the previous line. Thin Lizzy, the boys are back in town. Thin Lizzy didn't have too many hits back in the day, but their biggest success contained one of the greatest guitar duets of all time. The two guitarists are constantly harmonizing throughout the song in just a perfect way, and the tone of the two instruments are similar enough to blend together and sometimes sound like one guitar, but still different enough for you to hear the distinct notes. In my mind, the guitarmony riff in this song is even more memorable than the song's melodic vocal hook. Iron Maiden, The Trooper. Iron Maiden may be one of the hardest rocking bands out there, and I could probably fill this whole list with awesome guitar duets from the band, but if I had to pick just one, I'd choose The Trooper. This song immediately starts with a pretty unique intro lick that is met with an epic guitarmony, leading us into the first verse of the song. Steve Harris, the band's bassist, wrote the song about a battle that took place in the Crimean War and used the instrumentation and arrangement of the guitars to represent galloping. If you haven't listened to this one in a while, it's worth revisiting. The Eagles, Hotel California. Now you could argue that Hotel California is the greatest song the Eagles produced. It is a summation of all the elements that make this band great, along with being the perfect introduction to Joe Walsh as a member of the band. And even though the song itself is amazing, the guitar duet between Walsh and Don Felder at the end of the song, in my view, is what elevates this tune to legendary status. The solo section begins with Felder performing an amazing solo in its own right, only to be followed up with an equally legendary solo from Walsh. The two then go back and forth and play several licks together in harmony. It's amazing that the tone of these two instruments can be so distinct on their own, yet blend so well when they play together. What are your favorite duets? What did I miss? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for supporting Marty Music. We'll see you again soon.